Alright, good day ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Eureka Archery. My name is Anwar Matsa'at, and for today I have a very interesting item that I would like to show you. What you see here, it is a target made from upcycled materials and reclaimed materials. In a little bit, I will show you the construction and basically what is the purpose and how it can be useful for you, especially during times of crisis in the pandemic like this, where most of us are shooting from home. So as we know, most of our archers are shooting towards cardboard boxes, plastic bags, or any random materials. There are a few problems. First of all, it's not that durable. For a temporary purpose, yes, it works. But if you are serious about doing archery during the pandemic, you need to invest in something as durable and as tough as this. So what is this? This is a target butt, and if you are into traditional archery, these kinds of target butts are used very commonly for close range practice. Be it the Turks or the Chinese archery, they have something similar like this, even the Japanese. So let's try to do this. So I'm shooting here is a Kaya Black Cat 60 pounds. So this is a 60-pound bow, and we are only shooting it at approximately 1.5 bows distance. The minimum distance for close range practice at home or in a closed area. So let's try this. Taurus 500 spine arrow. Quite light for the bow, but let's see. So if you notice, the arrow is just stuck there, didn't go through. So let's try a few more arrows in a different area. So if you're shooting at a close range and you see your arrows moving that way, there are a few possibilities. Number one, your arrow is too flexible. Number two, your release is not very clean. So let's try to do this again with a much cleaner release. Okay, so 3 arrows down the center. Let's try on the side and on the left and right. So let's take a look together. So you can see, tough and durable, but here's the best part. If you look here in the middle, it's all stuck through. If I feed it to the back, it barely goes through. So let's try to pick out one by one. So starting with this one, 60-pound bows, shooting at 1.5 bows distance. 2 fingers. So with this kind of targets, you won't need to use an arrow puller. So let's try the one in the middle. So you can see, I'm using just 2 fingers. Look. So this one's a bit tough, but still you're still able to pull it with just your hands, and I'm not even exerting that much force. Just a firm grip, and you're pulling it out. You see? Normal. This one here, I'm just wiggling it. You see that? It's out. So there's no need for stressful retrieval, as most of the targets in the market, they're really designed for durability, but the system here, it works differently. What happens inside here is actually a spiral of foam. These spiral of foam have the adequate stopping power even with a 60-pound bow. You may notice, what is this black thing around here? This is actually tires. So these are reclaimed tires that is then cut out and been inserted with the foam front and back, and so you can shoot whether from the front or from the back. So one of the benefits of this is that if, let's say, you've been shooting it for a couple of months, probably even years, you start to see that the target has gone, I would say, badly damaged. Here's the best part. We can replace the insert for you. And the cost of that is already inclusive in the cost of the target itself. So if you're serious about traditional archery or even archery at home, do consider getting something as durable and as strong as this that will make your practice at home that much better. Right, so now the camera is behind the target. What I want to do is I'm going to be shooting at the same distance, and we will see whether the arrow will slice through it or not. It is common to be for some of the arrows to jut out, especially shooting from a 60-pound bow. But let's try this and so that you can see it for yourself. So I've shot 5 arrows. You can actually see the arrows coming in, and only one arrow, only the tip actually jutted out. You can see here from the rest of it, from the other 5 arrows, nothing at all. So in this sense, let's try to do the pull test again to see whether it is easy to pull out or not. Let's start with the top one. Easy. Middle, easy. So even these 3, this one's a bit tough towards the middle. This one here, easy. Here, very easy. And the last one, the one that went through, this is the only one that went through just now. So if you're using a heavy poundage bow, like a 60 pound, shooting at a very ridiculously close distance, that's the most that will happen. Just the tip will go through. So if you're a beginner archer, you're shooting with a 30-pound bow, 40-pound bow, this will last you a lifetime. So in a bit, I'll be taking a very common bow that a lot of us are using now, which is the Roland Snake, and we'll see how the Roland Snake reacts with this. Alright, as mentioned earlier, the Roland Snake, one of the most popular bows in the Malaysian market now. I know a lot of you are using this bow, and thank you for those of you who watched my review on the bow. And I hope it helps you in making your first decision to purchase your first bow. So Roland Snake, this is 26 pounds, and I have with it natural arrows that is tuned to the bow. We're going to shoot it again at the same distance, but probably for this one, since the Roland Snake is a rather long bow, we're only going to be shooting it at a bow's length, just like that. So for those of you staying at home, probably in an apartment or a flat, or you have very limited space, this could be a very good solution for you. So let's try this with 3 arrows. Okay. There you go. So that one's dead in the center. Not these arrows, too heavy. This one. Last arrow. So with Roland Snake, 26 pounds, and with light arrows, as you can see, nothing at all. So if you're really serious about archery and you plan to shoot hundreds of arrows per day, this will be a sound investment as opposed to getting PE target butts or rather thin EVA foams, because those are really expensive. So let's try to pull this. See? So simple. Again, very simple. And the last one, simple. So from a range of 26 pounds all the way to 60 pounds, the target has no problem in stopping the arrow. It is durable. It is a bit heavy because of the material around it. But again, if you're serious about archery, consider getting one of these targets. How much is it? We'll update soon on our Facebook page and on our Shopee page. So this is the, I would say, the circular rubber banded target butt We will give a unique name to it, but the most importantly, these are mostly reclaimed materials and it is handmade. So till next time, my name is Anwar Matsad of Eureka Archery. I'll be reviewing more of these kind of targets in due time, and for more information, do reach us out. So be an archer today.